Right, you took a COVID-19 test, your results came back negative, so you think you're in the clear, right? Well, that's not necessarily the case. Britt Conway has the latest from doctors who say a negative test result isn't always enough to know if you're truly COVID-19 free.
November isn't even over, and the U.S. has already seen more new COVID-19 cases than any other month of this entire pandemic. Yes, there is good news on the vaccine front, but for now,
you have to really be careful.
And part of being careful is understanding the limitations of testing. Doctors Amy Compton Phillips and Ashish Jha explain.
A negative test does not give you a pass.
When you first get exposed to the coronavirus, your levels are pretty low, and then they rapidly increase over the first 5 days.
Think of it this way.
Let's say yesterday I was exposed. If I go get tested today, I won't be positive. But in 2 or 3 days, I might turn positive and I will start being infectious and spreading it even before I have symptoms.
And remember, the incubation period can be up to 14 days. Now, they say the kind of test you get can make a difference, but there are some things to consider there, too.
So the antigen tests we know have real issues with false negatives. The PCR test, the line between positive and negative is kind of inconclusive. And so you heard early on in the pandemic when people would test negative and then they test positive again. And that's because their viral load might be just going above and below that line.
At the end of the day, both doctors agree testing isn't perfect.